Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pressing Matters. I'm Scott. Thank you for tuning in today and thank you for your support. Well, it's the end of the year and I have a stack of vinyl on my desk that never made it to the review stage. Not that it wasn't deserving. Most of you don't know this, but I create the Pressing Matters videos and everything that goes along with this channel in only 2 days off a week. The rest of the time I'm at my full-time job and it's quite demanding. So I can't get to everything that I would like to, and these releases deserve their own reviews, but I just couldn't get to it this year. So I wanted to go through them with you and kind of get them off of my desk and clear the way for next year. Some of these are available in the Pressing Matters storefront. If you haven't checked it out, I'll leave a link in the description box below. It is an Amazon affiliate storefront, and I noticed some of these Verve Acoustic Sounds Series releases are available there. They are discounted, so you can get a $38 reissue for 30 bucks, and that's really a good deal. Your support really makes a difference. I want to thank everyone that's been using the Pressing Matters storefront for their Amazon purchases. It really does make a difference, and it's getting to the point where it could unlock another day for me to do more content and be able to cover everything that I want to. So thank you so much for checking that out. The first one is amazing. It is Sonny Stitt Blows the Blues. This was recorded, I think, in 58 or 9, and this reissue was originally mastered by Bernie Grundman for Classic Records. So when Chad Kassem bought the plates, he decided to use that plate for this reissue, and what a good decision that was. This is amazing sounding. I didn't know what to expect. I had used to see this cover for the previous reissues before I was into jazz, and I was like, oh man, that looks so cool. I love the typography on this and the color and everything. It's just a classic cover. And here it's given the royal treatment. Beautiful reissue, 8 blues songs, vivid, clear sound, wonderful. Wonderful playing. This features Sonny Stitt on alto sax, Lou Levy on piano, Leroy Vinegar on bass, and Mel Lewis on drums in the most lush, vivid sound. Really, really beautiful. Next is another winner from the Verve Acoustic Sounds Series. Again, I used to admire this jacket and wonder what could this record be like? Look at this painting. Johnny Hodges and his orchestra, Blues Aplenty. I had one Johnny Hodges record, the one with Duke Ellington called Side by Side. I bought that back in the Classic Records days, just out of curiosity, and I loved it. And this is kind of like that in a way. It is sort of like a jazz orchestra, and they're doing 9 blues numbers on here. Johnny Hodges and his orchestra. The orchestra consists of Johnny Hodges on alto sax, Ben Webster on tenor sax, Roy Eldridge on trumpet, Vic Dickinson on trombone, Billy Strayhorn on piano, Jimmy Wood on bass, and Sam Woodyard on drums. This was also a repress from Classic Records plates done by Bernie Grundman. A beautiful reissue, very, very nice. Fabulous sound, as is with Sonny Stitt Blows the Blues. I consider them a pair of fabulous blues records. Blues-inspired records, I would say. The third one is also from the Verve Acoustic Sounds Jazz Series, but this one is a mono recording that was done for MRC Mercury. It's Sassy by Sarah Vaughn. It is a Torch Song album. It is beautiful, as you can see. The jacket is fabulous. When I saw that, it was like, I have to see this on this jacket because I love the image. I love everything about it. It's a beautiful reissue. MRC recorded their vocalists a little differently than Verve. Verve is a little more lush and warm sounding. This is a little cooler and a little more forward. But the material is fabulous. If you love Sarah Vaughn, you're going to love hearing her do Lush Life and other standards and a few surprises. So this is a really nice reissue as well. This is also available in the storefront. Yeah, there we go. I have two here from the Lost Recordings. Now, I did a review of one of their releases, the Maria Callas box set of Lucia. That was absolutely fabulous, and these are no exception. This one is one of their jazz releases. This is Ella Fitzgerald live in East Berlin, 1967. This is a 2-record set recorded live with the Jimmy Jones Trio. It was very unusual for a performer to be able to, an Eastern performer, to be able to perform in Berlin at that time, in East Berlin. So this was quite an occasion, and Ella and her band, Jimmy Jones on piano, Bob Crenshaw on bass, and Sam Woodyard on drums, do a fabulous job, and the energy is palpable. The audience is lapping it up, and Ella is in top form. It plays like an Ella's Greatest Hits album, really. On the Sunny Side of the Street, You've Changed, Let's Do It, Let's Fall in Love. She even does These Boots Are Made for Walking, which is kind of cute. Summertime, It Don't Mean a Thing If It Ain't Got That Swing, Jazz Samba, Mac the Knife, Midnight Sun, Oh Lady Be Good, Misty, It's Wonderful. It's wonderful. This is really, really beautiful. This was a limited edition of, I think, 3,000. Yeah, 3,000. The lacquer's cut by Kevin Gray. The pressings are by Marciac France, and they're very, very good. A worthy reissue, for sure. Another one that is from the Lost Recordings is this classical record. This is Arturo Benedetti Michelangeli in the Ravel Piano Concerto. This was cut at 45 RPM by Kevin Gray. It's a short program. The first side is 8 minutes, and the second side is like 12 minutes or something like that. It is a little short for the price, and especially getting it here to the States. But this was a recording that was done for the BBC. Where was the hall? Royal Festival Hall, 1982. So it's a modern recording. The restoration was done by Phoenix Mastering, and the sound is very, very good. The performance is wonderful. The pressing is quite good. I had a little bit of an issue on one side of the disc, but it was just a tick. Really, these are very well done, and this is a nice reissue of a classic performance. Next is one from the Atlantic 75 series that I never got to. It's Daryl Hall and John Oates. The reason I got this is not because I'm a huge Hall and Oates fan. It was because I heard a track demoed at the MBL room at the Florida Audio Show. It was She's Gone. And I was like, oh, wow, I've got to get some copy of this. And this reissue came shortly thereafter. So I picked it up, and it is very, very good. This was, who cut this one? I'm not going to search for who cut it. I forget. I think it's Ryan K. Smith. But all analog, beautiful, 2-record set, 45 RPM. I realized that I'm not that into this album. I like some of the tracks, and I'll use those for demos. It sounds really good. I hope these don't fall over. That would be a tragedy. I better stop adding to it. I just got 3 more here. The next 2 are not from last year. They're things I picked up on a lark. And one of them is this. An OJC of Moonbeams by the Bill Evans Trio. I heard some good things about it. This was remastered in 1990 by Phil Delancey. I can't tell you if it's digital or analog. I'm not really sure. But I was quite impressed with it. This is very, very good for $17. It'll hold a place until we get a premium reissue of this. And this is available in my storefront as well. Beautiful record. Jacket could be better though, that's for sure. One that was suggested to me by one of my viewers after he saw my bookends video for Simon and Garfunkel was this. In that original review, I covered the original pressing, a demonstration copy, and the Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. Both were excellent. This can be added to it. This is wonderful, and it's only like $25. It is cut by Ryan K. Smith. I believe it's pressed at RTI. It sure looks like it. If not, it's a beautiful pressing. The sound is very close to the Mobile Fidelity and the original. I was really impressed with it. It may have a digital step, I'm sure it does, but no matter. If you want a bargain copy of this, super clean and well pressed, that sounds just about as good as the originals and the Mobile Fidelity, this one is one to consider. This is also in my storefront. Ah, see, I knew that was going to happen. Okay, no more. We're not adding any more to that pile. Last but not least is the only reissue I've gotten so far from the Blues. No, I've gotten a couple more. The Bluesville Series, Acoustic Sounds Bluesville Series. This was my first John Lee Hooker album, and I'm just starting to get into blues. I have a couple of the classics, of course, Muddy Waters Folk Singer and a couple others, but I said, well, this is a classic too. I've got to have this. And what a nice reissue for the price. I think these are $29. This is in the storefront as well. I believe it's a little bit discounted too. So you might be able to get it for like 26 or something. This is a stereo recording. Very straightforward guitar and voice. And John Lee Hooker's fabulous on it. The songs are great. I heard one that of course I've heard in the rock version, Baby Please Don't Go, but you'll hear familiar things in this. It's a very honest, straightforward recording and a wonderful reissue. So glad to get this. It's really, really good. So those are my hits I missed for 2024. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll talk to you next time. I'm Scott for the Pressing Matters. Have a great day.